Hey, I'm Lisa Faye, and today I'm going to show you day 2 of setting up my booth at the Cannery Row Antique Mall in Monterey, California. So this was a really busy work day in the booth. I previously had only been in my space one other time and had only moved in about 50 items. So this day was pretty critical for me for getting a lot of stuff set up in the space. I had been tagging for a couple days straight, trying to get as much as I could ready and prepped to go in the booth. I managed to get, I think, around 200 items in the booth on this particular day. And it was also really a critical time because we set up the clothing racks, the new clothing racks to put all of the clothing on. And I do carry a lot of vintage clothing in my space. So this was really an important work day. And you can see my dad in the background assembling the racks and getting things ready to move into position. Oh, but we're gonna put the rack, yeah.
Yeah, so it's full, so. I'm guessing this one will be trapped.
Yeah. This first here. Also, the clothes are gonna come off of this.
No. Do you want to do that? I can go get some.
Once they're weighted down, they should be fine. When I moved in, the entire end space was open, but there was no barrier between my booth, where my space ended, and the booth next to mine started. So I was trying to use the clothing racks to kind of define the outer boundary of my space that I rent. My camera's overheating.
Well, you're just going to be busy hanging stuff up. You don't need our help.
I'm hanging stuff up, and because I need to kind of figure out what I have first, and then I have to organize all of this. I do need more of the sticky labels for the earrings because these aren't labeled yet. So I have to more of those because I ran out. So.
Yeah.
Where do you get those?
At the front desk. Can you tell that I'm just a little bit tired at this point and could use a little bit more coffee in my system? Anyway, I moved in some really great pieces that second day that I was working in the booth, and I even cleaned out my own personal closet and grabbed some cool pieces such as this dress I'm hanging up right here, which looks great on me, but you'll hear my explanation as to why I'm getting rid of it in a moment. That's a Mr. Dino. It looks fantastic on me, but it's all polyester. It does not breathe.
It's really pretty.
It looks amazing on, but I'm just too sweaty.
You don't think we could put some of these on hangers? Yeah,
so I really love vintage clothing, especially 60s and 70s, but the problem is that I get overheated so easily and I can't wear a lot of the polyester fabrics. It just does not work for me. I practically die of heat stroke every time I wear something that's like a long sleeve polyester 70s type of garment. So I did take the opportunity to clean out my closet, and I want to say a huge thank you to my parents for helping me, as you see here, hang up so much clothing that day. I brought in so many bins of things, and they helped me haul stuff in and helped me with hanging things up and getting things organized a little bit. It was so helpful. Here I am. I just had this temporary little table that I stole from their backyard for a couple weeks until I got something more permanent. So I was covering it up with a scrap of fabric to put my little mannequin on, and I've since replaced it with a nicer table. I had a lot of linens, a lot of vintage linens and stuff in the booth, and I still do. I've sold quite a few, but they're a nice item that I enjoy having in there. So you can see those on the racks, and I was hanging some up as well. I also have aprons and stuff like that in there. Aprons, tablecloths, towels, napkins, vintage sheets. And here I am organizing my hutch. For years I had this blue hutch in my apartment. I don't currently have room for it, so it was in storage at my parents' house, and I pulled it out and it's now in the booth, and it's a really great display piece. I absolutely love it, and it's really nice for holding a lot of stuff. It's really interesting because I'm actually making this voiceover and completing this video a couple months after I took this footage. And in that time period, the booth has changed so much. It looks so different now and has so many more items. But I look back on this earlier footage from the booth and I really got a lot done in a very short amount of time. But yeah, I do have more videos that I'll be showing in the future. Showing how it's evolved and how many more items I have in the space now. I do want to say a huge thank you to my parents, there they are, for their help, especially in the early weeks and like 2 months of the booth. They really helped so much with hauling stuff into the space and just their support on everything. I really appreciate it. So thanks, Mom and Dad. Anyway, here's my space and what it looked like at the time. There was nobody in the space next to mine. And yeah, I had some really nice pieces. I still do have nice pieces. Some of these are still in the space. Some of them have sold, which is great. And yeah, there I am in the space wearing my fish skirt, which is a big hit every time I wear it in Monterey. And there's the space at the end of the aisle. Bye!
Nothing can stop me